Hey everyone, this is Tina with Tina's Inspired Art. Welcome once again to my channel. Today we're going to be working on a 30 by 40 inch gallery wrapped canvas. And right now what you're looking at is me just basically what you call this is killing the white of the canvas. And I am just putting a base layer of acrylic paints that I think is going to look very complementary to my overall design. That's how I select my background colors. And I just want to kill all of that white. I don't like to see the white as much, so I just want to give me a base so I can start layering all of the different mixed media that I plan on incorporating into this painting. And we're going with what I'm calling is an Urban Cowgirl. And she is going to be so fun to paint. I hope you enjoy watching me paint her. Starting out to map out the design of her cowboy hat. And I decided to go with really earthy colors with this painting. I wanted it to be rustic and something that would really complement a home that doesn't necessarily have that country feel to it, but perhaps maybe that urban type feel where it could go into a country feeling home with different decor of being country, but I also want this painting to be able to spark some energy and some life and perhaps even some memories of, just being out in the country, enjoying nature, enjoying maybe going out with your girlfriends to a country bar and just kicking up your heels, doing some line dancing and just enjoying the evening, having some fun. And so that's what this painting represents, is just enjoying the love of nature and being outdoors and just being a country girl. So yeah, I hope you really enjoy this one because this was so fun to me. Might even consider doing a series with some country girls. So who knows? We'll see. But I'm outlining the cowgirl hat with a variety of different earthy tones, like burnt sienna, raw sienna, some Van Dyke brown, just to warm it up. And I really want this hat to be more of a tannish color. So I do accomplish that at the end. It just takes a lot of layering for highlights and shadows. So you'll see how I accomplish this look. But I think she came out really good in the long run. So as you bear through, there's always an ugly phase to a painting. And you just have to understand that you have to accept that ugly phase and get through it and not stop. And that's one thing that the Milan Art Institute does teach you, is to understand that everyone will have an ugly phase to your painting. It's just the nature of the beast. And if you can get past that, if you can go forward and know that if you keep the layers and you keep the shadows first and then highlights last, it will come to life and you will begin to love it and appreciate the hard work that you put into creating your painting. So now I'm working on her. It's like a t-shirt, and you have to layer on the darks first. And really, working with a white t-shirt, you don't start off with white. You start off with your darks, and that's going to show through as you start to put your highlights on later on. And this allows for you to see those wrinkles in the shirt and to see the depth and form of the shirt itself, and it's laying on top of the body. So your shadows and your highlights are so important. So always start with your shadows first. So I'm just now putting the painting back onto the easel because I had to take it outside to create the depth that I did get in the background. I used spray paint on the background. So I definitely don't want to use spray paint in my studio. You need some really good ventilation if you are going to use any type of spray paint or a fixative over your drawing or anything like that. You definitely want to ensure that you have very, very good ventilation. So now I am kind of muting the background a little bit with a little bit more of the burnt sienna on top of the design that I spray painted. And just to calm it down a little bit, I use a variety of different colors, but I wanted it to be playful and fun, but I needed to mute it just a tad bit because I really want the focus to be the cowgirl, the urban cowgirl, and wanted the background to be a little softer and to remain in the background. Something that the Milan Art Institute does teach us is to work with, your cool colors and your warm colors. Your cool colors are always going to be in the background, where your warm colors will help the image to pop and bring it forward. So warm is always going to allow you to have something look like it's coming at you or forward. So that's something that you always want to remember when you're painting. So wow, yeah, I had to take a little break and just jam and listen to some music a little bit. It was something that I do often while I'm painting. It's just I'm loving doing what I'm doing. So yeah. So now we are going to fix or try to fix some of these buck teeth that are happening and just work on her face and her lips and just make those colors pop a little bit more and give it some depth. I actually do fix those teeth even more down the road, but every time I work on them, they get a little bit better. It just comes with just feeling it out and trial and error. And that's how I learn, is just keep practicing and practicing. So now I'm getting a little bit closer to the beige tone of the hat that I'm wanting for this piece. And it's As you can see, I just keep layering and layering. And by doing so, I eventually do get to that desired look. And same thing for the t-shirt. But I think what we're looking at right now is I have transitioned from the acrylics into the oils. So therefore you see me, I am going over all of the acrylics with my oils now. And it just makes everything pop a little bit more, and I can get more detail. Things are blending a little better, and it's just, the whole piece is just coming to life so much more as I start within the oil phase of the painting. All right, so again, if you haven't already done so, I do want to mention, please subscribe. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know how you're doing and how you're liking my series that I've been creating. Today I'm about to start working on it again. I am in my oils phase. So I typically start out with mixed mediums, and that would be a lot of, I would say, acrylics. Maybe sometimes I introduce some Caran d'Ache crayons, because they actually turn into, when mixed with water, they turn into a nice, almost acrylic-like paint. I use spray paint. I use a variety of maybe inks, and so I get all of my mixed media started first within my design, and then I always finish off with oils, because oils is key. It really brings out that more, I would say, luxurious look, and it just polishes up your painting so beautifully. And I absolutely love oils. There'll probably be times in the future where I just do oils, but when I'm working on these big paintings like this one in behind me, it's a 30 by 40 inch, so sometimes you just want to play around and get some paint on the canvas, and sometimes experiment as you're going through your process. Not all of my designs are completely, I would say, baked throughout my process. So when that happens, introducing different mixed mediums into your painting can allow you to play and experiment during your process, and then it all comes together. And so behind me, I have already begun my oil on this particular painting, so I'll let you see what we have been working on. So here she is. She is, as you can tell, she's a cowgirl. And so a little bit of background about me. My inspiration for doing this piece, I was raised on a farm, and it was a mini family type farm, basically to feed 8 kids. Yeah, get that. My parents had 8 children, growing up on a mini family farm in Massachusetts. And yeah, we had almost every kind of animal that you can ever imagine, from horses, cows, pigs, chickens, turkeys, rabbits, goats, sheep, you name it, we raised it. I would say the only thing that we didn't go to the grocery store for, because we also had 2 very, very large, sometimes I describe some of the garden size as large as, say, my house that I'm living in now. So just to feed our family. So we grew every type of vegetable, but one of the gardens was nothing but potatoes. And we picked potatoes till they were coming out of our ears, and we stored them in the cellar of our home because the cellar was, I mean, it was a 1800 built home, and the cellar was icy cold, and so we stored our potatoes downstairs in the cellar, so that we could eat them all year round. So a little bit of background behind me as an individual growing up on a farm, and yeah, it was crazy, but learned so much from all of those experiences. But living on a farm, this is a cowgirl. Not that I would call myself a cowgirl, but I definitely can relate to some of those type, I would say, experiences working on a farm and learning and grasping all the knowledge that you do get from working on a farm and that great work ethic that I know I've instilled based on growing up like that. So I'm painting a cowgirl, and she is going to be hip, she's going to be modern, and she is going to be beautiful. And of course, she's going to reside in her glass vase, as all of my pieces, that is what I'm doing with all of my art. They have a huge meaning behind my pieces that I've been creating. So if you haven't already learned about that, go check out some of my previous videos that I have shared on my channel, and you'll learn more about how I do my process, and you know how each one of them has evolved. So here she is, and I think she's coming out quite nicely. I am going to put a big flower right here on this particular eye. So I've not painted this eye. That's why she looks like she's winking, but she's not really winking. She is going to have a beautiful flower. I'm still in the phase of trying to figure out what color flowers I want to display on this piece. So I guess you'll find out, because right now I don't know what color flowers I will be incorporating. But I will be doing this right here. I'll be having that vase come up and maybe a flower here. I'm thinking about maybe the vase to be a little bit taller so I can have the flowers kind of, I don't know, kind of cascading down like a waterfall. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about this one, and I'll catch you in the back half of this video to see what you guys think about this one. Yeah, leave me a comment down below, and if you haven't already done so, please subscribe to my channel. In the future, I will be having a little bit more in-depth context to my paintings. And the reason why I haven't gone that route yet is because I am still in the mastery program, the 1-year mastery program with Milan Art Institute. And right now I'm just showcasing what I'm doing as to building out my portfolio. And so I'm not necessarily trying to train you, because that is the training that I am receiving from the course. Don't think it's that fair for me to sit here and teach it. And of course, I wouldn't be able to teach everything that they've taught in the mastery program, because it's absolutely phenomenal. And if you are interested, I thought I'd do a little plug, because I am an ambassador for the Milan Art Institute, and they've asked me to be an ambassador, and I have graciously accepted, because I highly recommend this course if you want to improve your drawing skills, your painting skills, work with a number of different mixed mediums. They teach you step by step. It doesn't matter if you've not drawn before or feel like you are experienced in drawing and painting. They will teach you something guaranteed you haven't already seen. or it'll take you many, many years. They've boiled down a 4-year schooling program that you would go to an art school, an art university, boiled it down to a 1-year program. I highly recommend it. If you're interested in, say, just learning more about acrylic paints, learning more specifically about oil paints, I have several different links listed down below where you can click on those links. My link that they've provided me because I am an ambassador. Click on that link, go check it out. If you are at all interested in those specific courses, you can take those individually from the mastery course. If you want to learn everything from A to Z, including how to build a business to sustain your art career and leave your 9 to 5 and go work as an artist and be and live that dream that you've always wanted to be, like myself, is to be a professional artist, then go click that link where it says Mastery Program. Go click that link, learn, identify everything about that course, and go sign up and do it. Do yourself a favor like I've done. I started this course in January, and I actually only have a couple more months. So I'm going to finish this course in less than a year. I'm so proud of myself, and I'm so proud that this program popped up into my feed, that I really took the risk and took that opportunity to learn what I've learned today. Because if you could see some of my paintings from previous, yeah, they were okay. And I'm not talking about the fluid art piece. I'm talking about truly drawing and truly painting. I knew how to draw before, but I didn't know how to paint as well. And I know how to paint now, and I'm learning more every single day. It takes practice, guaranteed, but they give you those skills, the foundation that you need to achieve the type of art that you want to create. You have choices. You have the ability to make the choice, find your voice, find what is passionate to you, find out who you truly are and what you truly are meant to create in this world, and share it with everyone. That's what this course taught for me as well. So that's why I'm painting these types of paintings, is to truly paint what I was designed and in this world to be able to share with everyone like you. So thanks again for being here on my channel. I really look forward to the videos coming, or going to be coming in the future. I am going to get in more depth of how I do my paintings. If you want to learn specific things or steps within paintings or creation process, I'm going to be sharing those little tips and tricks in the future. So stay with me, guys. Help support me and my journey, and I too will give you the information that you're needing so you will feel good about what you want to do for your future. Leave me a comment down below. Don't forget, it helps to understand what you're looking for, if you're liking what you're seeing, and maybe even comment on what you'd like to see in the future. Thanks again. Love you all. And let's get painting. All right, so now as you just heard, I am in the oil phase. Been in the oil phase for part of yesterday, but will continue and finish the painting over the next couple of days, or however how long it's going to take me, but always finish with the oils. And it looks like I decided to have a little dance off again. So I hope you don't mind me being a little silly in this video. Now it looks like I'm getting a little closer with that hat, and it's looking a lot better. I'm giving a little bit more form and shape to the face, the nose, those cheeks, and giving some more dimension to the chair that she is sitting on. And that's a belt that's around her jean shorts that she has on. And I'm not going to go in detail of, the shorts that she's wearing. I'm going to insinuate different areas just to give it some highlight and form, to know that she is wearing some either jeans or shorts. But you'll see in the end, as I continue, that it doesn't need to have a lot of detail, because the focus is on the cowgirl's face and her hat, and the flower over her eye. So now I need to add some depth to her hair and give it a little bit more life. And by doing so, what I did originally was just to block in a generalized color, because I know I want her hair to be dark, but you have to add different size, use different size brushes, but also different colors to incorporate those strands of hair. I don't want to get it to the very detail of every strand, obviously, but I do want to add some strands to the hair to make it look like it is actually hair. So wherever I would see, more light coming on the strands of hair, I will add lighter strokes with different size brushes, to give it some of that depth and make it to where it's not so blocky. So as you can see, I'm just like overlapping her hair on her skin so you can actually see the strands, and making it go outside of the block of the original dark hair. So it gives it a lot more depth and life to the hair itself. And now I'm going to give this hat a little bit more depth with some shading, shadows here and there, and make this hat look a little bit more rugged looking and structured, to where it looks really more like a cowboy hat or a cowgirl hat. So I just finished this piece behind me, and yeah, I just finished up with the last bit of the details on the flowers, and yeah, I think it just really came to life. I added just a little bit more warmth. I fixed those buck teeth, and I think she's looking a lot better. I'm going to just step back and look at her from a distance and just make sure she looks perfect. So let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. So this is where I decided I really did not like all the green in the vase. And so I altered it. I added a little bit more warmth using a burnt sienna, and I think it just looks so much better. See how I added that? All the detail, it gave it a little bit more depth and just really made it pop so much nicer. So I hope you enjoyed the change. I really hope you enjoyed this video and the end result. And here she is. Have a beautiful week, guys, and I will see you again next week. Bye for now.